Say hello.
Hi. Hola, hola, hola. Ah, tengo que acercarlo más.
Maybe it needs to
Sí.
come higher up. A little bit.
¿Vos me vas a presentar? Ah, qué bien.
So do we want to do a
Ahora sí, ¿verdad?
little, like,
Sí.
I think we're gonna skip
Okay.
the dynamica. We're gonna just go right into it because we're late. We're a
Okay,
little late.
okay, all right, okay.
But he has a microphone for you, Anna.
Ah, sí, sí.
So I am doing the introduction?
Yes. Do we need to turn her mic off?
It's on.
Okay. Pero hay que apagarlo mientras ella está hablando, ¿o no?
No, nomás que no nos pongamos a la par. Y apago este. Es que va a ser. Ya sirve, ya sirve.
Good morning, everyone. Can everybody hear me? Yes. Más? Okay. Morning, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Ana Guerrero. I'm in charge of communications at PWN. But today it's a great honor for me to introduce Anabelle Durán. Anabelle is not only one of my greatest friends, but she's also one of the top professionals in her field, in the field of marketing in Costa Rica and Latin America. We met a while ago doing the master's in marketing, and since then she's gone on to become such a wonderful professional. If you love Automercado, she's the person to blame, as she's the head of marketing and now the customer experience unit as well. So please give a round of applause to Anabelle, and I'm sure we're going to learn a lot from her today.
Sí, se me olvidó. Good morning. I will try to speak the best English I can, but if not, I'm sorry in advance. As Ana Lucia told you, we have been friends since many years ago, and we did our masters together. And I have been working in Automercado for the last 19 years. The first 7 years was as personal care purchaser. And since the last 12 years, I've been running the marketing department. And 3 years ago, we created a new division, the customer experience division, and I am the head of that part of the company. And today I'm going to try to wrap up some marketing trends we have been collecting during the first semester of this year. We always try to understand where the industry is going to, and we have been doing that since the last 7 years maybe. And what we see this year is that the trendings are going faster than ever. So I will try to summarize some trendings in order to ring a bell of warning of what should be in your desk if you have a company, no matter how big or small that company is. So I don't have a clicker. No, se me va pasando. Gracias. Okay, first of all, I just wanted to let you know that even though I work in marketing for many, many years, I'm not a marketer. Actually, I am a lawyer, and I switched to sales 20 years ago to marketing. ¿Qué hago? ¿Y esto lo pago? Okay, ahora sí. And then I moved to marketing like 15, 16 years ago. So I'm not an expert, but I enjoy what I do. And I have a wonderful team. And together we create a lot of wonderful things for the brand we work for. Ajá, la que sigue. And in this field, you recently, like I say maybe 8, 7 years ago, you as a marketeer, you should try to understand many different topics like technology, especially technology, psychology, data science, law, and actually being a lawyer has been a huge asset for me and my career because I have a different mindset in terms of when a brand can do something or not in front of the customer. And you might say that the professional marketeer has changed, but I don't think that you can say change. I will say grow, because now the field of communications is different. We don't depend anymore of the big broadcast companies. You don't advertise in newspapers. You don't advertise in TV anymore. And actually, the only traditional advertising we are doing right now, it's the out of home. I mean, the out of home vallas, road signs, billboards. Yeah, thank you. And that's the only investment we do, considering the traditional advertising we used to do 10, 15 years ago. And now all the budget we invest is located in digital marketing. So we were forced actually to understand how technology could help us to make good investments in digital, because we don't want to depend only on social media, because that's not our location. We need to create digital locations that are in our control. Social media is not in our control. Social media is a big company control, and you have to pay to be there, but it's not your conversation. So we need to become not technology experts, but we need to at least understand the language the IT and the innovation, digital innovation department is talking about. And the basic concepts of architecture, technological architecture, data structure, because everything now is information. And maybe in your businesses, you are not even aware of the amount of information you are collecting. And that's the shift we had to do in our position and even in the composition of the team. So what I could say to you in general in this industry and this challenge we have every day in how to get in contact with our customers is that you have to inspire yourself. You cannot wait and sit to somebody to give you the key to success. You have to learn different skills. I remember like 6 years ago, I go every year to a festival, and I took a master class, it was like a workshop in calligraphy. And I said, well, it's nice, it sounds fun. And I took the workshop, and then I came back to my work. And 2 months later, my ad agency placed a new designer, and he was an expert in calligraphy. So when he was trying to explain to his client us what was he proposing in this campaign, I understood the basic concepts he was trying to explain to me. And so what I learned during that process is that everything, todo suma, everything, everything adds up, no matter how small or different you think, everything adds up to your day-by-day work. You have to investigate, to research, I used the wrong word, research, and be aware of what is happening, not only in your industry, but in the world, because you don't know when this is going to help you. And be conscious, and you will understand what I mean with be conscious later. So I will try to cover these 4 hot topics: digital marketing and digital identity. And I hope this will help you not only for your businesses, but also in your personal life, to be aware of the digital identity and the impact it has right now in everything we do, not only in digital world, but in physical world. I am covering the customer-centric trend and what customer experience and UX and UI and VOC means. Then I will talk about artificial intelligence, because I think is a responsibility, if you know only a little bit about it, to spread the word. And finally, how everything wraps up in the value proposition. Okay, digital marketing and digital identity. As I told you, we have been working in having our own our control in the conversations we have with our customers, but right now there's a lot of dependence of the social media. And in social media, we have a lot of opportunities, but we also have a lot of risks. So the first advice I could give you, because we have learned that the hard way, is that you don't have to be everywhere. You just have to be where you are good at it, but you have control, and where you can have the customer service you give directly to your clients. You try to emulate that in that social media, not identical, but similar, it's different. And don't try to be everywhere, because if you try to be everywhere, you won't be anywhere. I mean, you will not be relevant. You just will be a brand that is everywhere, but that doesn't respond on time, that doesn't give you, your customers, the respect and the treatment they deserve. So don't try to be everywhere, be in one, but good. And you have to become an expert in that social media. I mean, if you show, and it depends of what your target is, because if you serve a younger generation, you definitely have to be on TikTok. There's nowhere else you should be. But if you serve an older generation, maybe Facebook is the social network and that's it. And Instagram is becoming like a really nice place, but not as effective in terms of sales. So Instagram is nice to have, but it is very expensive to maintain because you have to produce a really good content in order to be relevant. So maybe Facebook, where nobody is as picky about your content, maybe it is a good place for your brand. What we did, we opened Facebook in Automercado like 11 years ago. And I remember I was already on the marketing department, and it took me like 6 months to convince the board that we had to be on Facebook. And if you are Automercado's customers, you may know that we are really careful about the customer experience in the customer service, and we were afraid that opening a social media for Automercado will become quéjese aquí, quéjese aquí, like a complaint, like a only for complaints. And the surprise, and the good surprise we had 11 years ago was that the day we finally got the authorization to open Facebook, and the day with this press the button and we're live on Facebook, what we received was, welcome, we were expecting you a long time ago. That was the message we received. Where were you? We were expecting you. We want to talk to you here, and we want to hear what you have for us. And Facebook for us has become the main social media for us in order to make sales conversion. Okay, because we define different objectives for each social platform. So we have Facebook for conversion. We measure we track all the journey, and we know when we place a post in Facebook and how many sales we obtain in the e-commerce. And then Instagram, when we opened Instagram, we knew that we had to make a lot of content, but a lot of quality content. So we decided to take a bold approach in that moment. It was like 5 years ago, maybe 4. And we decided to do this takeover. I don't know if you have seen our Instagram, but we use the takeover structure. So we give the administration of our Instagram for a month to a person. We curate these persons that we choose, and we negotiate with them, and we look for specific characteristics of these person's content on Instagram. So for example, for Mother's Day, we choose a baker, a really nice baker with beautiful pictures in his or her Instagram, and with some aesthetic similar to the brand. And we go to them and we tell them, okay, here is Automercado Instagram. You decide what to do with our Instagram for a month. So we We don't look for influencers. We don't work with influencers. We like to say that we search for foodies, people with passion for food and with some special aesthetics that are similar to our brand. So we give them the Instagram account for a month, and you can see, if you go to our Instagram, you will see each block each month, because they are so different between each other that you easily realize each block each month. And what we achieved with that strategy was that the Instagram community was pleased that we gave a voice and gave visibility to people, to normal people who had special skills in the food. And we managed to match the season with the person. So we have for Mother's Day a baker. Right now that we have the coffee promotion, we have a barista, and she did all the recipes. She decides everything. Obviously, she let us know in advance, but she decides everything. She took the pictures, everything. And we post all in our Instagram. And that's the strategy we decided with Instagram. We knew that wasn't a social account we were opening for profit. It was for brand image. And we were aware of that since the beginning. But we maintained the content quality, and we keep doing the takeover because it's still successful. And then the last account we opened a year, no, maybe less than a year ago, was Pinterest. We opened Pinterest. We haven't done too much content yet in Pinterest because we are still learning. Pinterest, what we learned is that the Pinterest is a repository account. So you don't talk about Mother's Day on Pinterest on August. You talk about Mother's Day on Pinterest maybe April, May, because people use Pinterest as inspiration in advance, not in the moment. So people goes to Pinterest in order to prepare themselves to certain things like celebrations, season, renovations, recipes, but in advance. So what we are trying to do now is to allocate a part of the team to think in advance in content, which is really difficult because we are like a chain production. I mean, commercial give us the products, and then we make the content, and then the season arrives. In this case, we need everything like 2-3 months in advance in order to have the account. So we haven't, we don't have Pinterest in control yet. We will be, but that's how we use these 3 social media. And that's it. We haven't opened TikTok. I don't know if we are going to open TikTok in the short term, because it is a social media that you will never have control of it. because the TikTok community is really different, it's really young, and we don't know them yet. We have to know them better in order to talk to them in TikTok. So that's our strategy. And the final message about social media is don't attach to an account. I mean, don't fall in love with Facebook and say, I don't want to leave Facebook, never. No, because someday you will have to leave it. And so you just have to create a community that will follow you. No matter where you are, they will follow you because your content becomes so relevant that they want to keep hearing for you wherever you are. And the other thing is that you have to be responsible. And responsibility, because Meta, as a company which owns Facebook and Instagram, they collect a lot of information from you as a company or as a person and from your customers. So if you and as a company, you are attached to an investment. In order to be seen, you have to pay to Meta. So they give you visibility. And with that visibility goes information for them. So I am not saying that you don't have to be there, that you don't have to advertise, that you don't have to invest, but you have to be aware of the consequences of that in order to respect your client's digital identity. We all have a digital identity. We have had it for the last maybe 10, 15 years. And until now that artificial intelligence is becoming sexy, nobody was too worried about the digital trace we were living. But that digital trace plus the digital trace we are living right now with the artificial intelligence is going to hunt us for the rest of our lives, okay? Your phones, your computers are listening and are seeing everything. And all that data is being collected. And so whatever you do in the digital world and the physical world with your clients is being collected. If that in the physical, if there's electronic device near you, okay? So every content you upload, you lose control of all that content. So you have to be, if you have an event, for example, this event, and there are children, you have to be responsible and not upload pictures with children if you don't have the approval of their parents. And this kind of policies applies for every company, no matter how big or small it is, because that kind of responsibility, the customer will appreciate it maybe later when they understand the impact of all the information that is uploading in this moment, and all the selfies the children are taking, and all the videos, all the gaming they are doing, all the gaming is being uploaded. They already know all the preference of those children. So this is the responsibility I'm talking about. Okay, see. Okay, and about the content, it doesn't have to be a huge production, expensive. Actually, you will not believe the kind of content we normally do is really nice and looks beautiful, but sometimes we send one of our photographers to a store and we tell them, take a picture of this ice cream, and we post it on Facebook, and it's a huge success because we know that we don't have to do nice content all the time, but what we have learned is that through the data analysis, we know the categories or the products that the people want to hear about in social media. So we give that to them. And you have to be respectful. And I will never get tired of telling that, because for us, it has worked, because our clients, our customers know that we are responsible with their data. We have been running a loyalty program for the last 25 years, Autofrecuente. I think many of you, I hope, are Autofrecuentes. And we really take care of the data of our customers, and we don't use that data to share it to other business partners. And it's hard because I think the 90% of the companies of Costa Rica want access to our loyalty program, because we not only have the data of the high income population of the country, but we know in what kind of products they spend a huge part of their income. So we take a lot of care with that. And we also signed an agreement with UNICEF in terms of children's rights protection. So that's why you won't see any children in our ads at all. Okay, customer centricity. 3 years ago, we create this area in Automercado that we call customer experience. And the first thing that happened to us is that we are now thinking about changing the name, because almost everybody thinks that is customer service. Actually, customer service department belongs to operations. It's a different staff, and they obviously talk to us, but they don't report to me. This department was created to help the company to achieve an objective that is to become a customer-centric company. And you may think that we already are a customer-centric company, because normally our clients say that they feel different, they have an experience in Automercado, they don't know how we make our people to smile all the time and be nice to you, but that is not a customer-centric company. It's a company that has a huge customer service culture, and that we have been able to maintain that customer service through all the 63 years we have been in the business. The customer centricity is a different approach, because what we intend to do is that when a business is designing something or trying to solve a problem, that we should listen to our client, to our customer, and understand if the problem we are trying to solve is their problem. And sometimes we have been surprised that something that we thought it was a problem is not a problem for them. So we have a team of UX and UI designers. UX is user experience. UI is user interface. And this is related to all the digital contacts we have with our customers in our own channels. And when I say own channels, is the application, the e-commerce, web e-commerce, and email marketing campaigns and SMS. That are our own control contacts with our customers. So we have designers. They are not graphic designers. Salud. They are industrial designers. And it's a profession that only Instituto Tecnológico has that career, thank you. It's pretty difficult to hire them because they are a few and there are a lot of companies that need their job. So they are pretty expensive and difficult to retain. And all the magic they do, you will see it when you open the Automercado app and you don't know how, but you know that if you press that button, you will get to a product you want. And that's a user experience, and user interface is how easily you navigate through the digital application. And all that is a science, actually. It's pretty interesting. I'm not an expert, but I run the team that is an expert in that. And we give the Auto en Línea, the e-commerce department, this service. And the other team that I have in the customer experience department is this one. This is voice of client. Voice of client or voice of customer. And this department, it is the most challenging to explain even in our own organization, because voice of customer is a group that tries to integrate all the feedback we receive from the customers. We integrate the feedback and then we identify opportunities. Could be a problem, could be something that must change in order to increase the experience. For example, the operations department called us and told us we have a problem in one cafeteria. We have cafeterias in some of the stores, not all. And so the voice of customer team went to that cafeteria and realized that, realized that there was a bug, not a bug, no, what we call a bug, a failure in the process, glitch, thank you. There was a glitch in the process in the layout of the cafeteria. So they took one entire day and they sat in the cafeteria just watching the customers do their normal, but with another mindset, different from the operations department. They were actually trying to understand the customer. and they identified there was a glitch, and we were doing something really wrong with the process of going to the bakery, taking bread and trying to eat that bread in the cafeteria, because you had to return to the cashier, pay for the bread, and then go again to the cafeteria. So everybody left. But the operations team didn't know that, because they designed the process as usual. But in that case, it wasn't working. So this is one of the many things we do in the voice of customer area. We also talk to the clients. Actually, we talk to the clients. We are investing time in sitting with the clients and understand not many clients, a few clients, but quality clients, and try to understand what they expect from us and what we are not giving them. And finally, the experience. Finally, the experience we design, the experience we want our client to have through all the contacts with the brand, and then we determine where in what part of that process, in that journey, we have an opportunity. And so we work as an internal consultants for the department that owns that part of the process in order to help them to make changes. It's pretty fun, actually, because we learn a lot. Okay, and I think we're going to, okay, artificial intelligence. Okay, this may sound like a technical topic, but it is actually a pretty easy topic. And I will try to explain it to you, and please let me know if you're not following me, but it is pretty simple. We have been living with artificial intelligence since the last 20 years. Artificial intelligence is in everything. When you write a WhatsApp message and WhatsApp helps you to complete the sentences or the word, that's artificial intelligence. When you call the bank or you contact the bank through WhatsApp and there's a automatic response, that's artificial intelligence. When you take a picture and your phone improve automatically the picture, that's artificial intelligence. And we have artificial intelligence in everything for many years. What's the difference now? Why everybody is now talking about artificial intelligence? This artificial intelligence we have been living since the last 20 years was a dumb artificial intelligence. I say dumb because you did something and you get a response, a unique response from the engine, the artificial intelligence engine. The difference now that, and is happening in this exact moment, is that this engine has changed, has become more powerful. So that engine not only responds me with the thing I am asking it, but learns from the questions I make and keep improving the responses in real time. For example, 2-3 years ago, if you had to come to Tinjo on Saturday morning, and you don't know where Tinjo is and you don't want to use Waze, maybe you go and Google it and you say Restaurante Tinjo, Costa Rica, and Google will give you 100, 200 results, okay? And you choose one of those results and you see the address. Okay, are we? Oh, I think all of us may have used that. The difference now is that you don't have to go to Google. You go to this engine that is called generator. Por eso, that's why it's generative, because this engine now are called generator. And you talk, actually you can type the question like if you were talking to somebody. You don't have to use a specific sentence in order to get a result. And you don't get a result. You don't get 200 results. You get one response. But you get a response based on all those 200 results. I don't know if you're following me. For example, if I go to a generator and ask for the Tinjo address, I'm not typing Restaurante Tinjo, Costa Rica. I will type, where is Tinjo? That's all. And that generator in seconds, because it lasts like 3-4 seconds, will search all those old 200 results Google used to give us and will summarize all those results in one result that is perfectly, not perfect, yes, the redacción se dice redacción, no, la redacción. The writing is perfect because it's really good at writing. And maybe the accuracy is not too perfect, but it will get you to Tinjo, but it will talk to you. And if you say, okay, but what's near Tinjo? And it will have a conversation with you. So the generator will know that you want to go to Tinjo, but maybe you're open to go to another restaurant near this area, and that information will upload to the cloud, and that we convert in what? In ads. So you will start to receive in your social media account ads of restaurants around this neighborhood. No, Google is not a generator. ChatGPT is a generator. ChatGPT. Ajá. So, la que sigue. Okay. There's incredible lady called Amy Webb. And if you want to look for her, I definitely will suggest you see on YouTube some of his keynotes. Amy Webb is the founder and CEO of Future Today Institute. She is a futurologist. And what is a futurologist in this field? Somebody that predicts what is going to happen in the next 5 years. That's a futurologist in technology, okay? And Amy Webb says that this is the moment that we go from fiction to reality. And I'm not saying that you should be scared, but you should be conscious and aware of what is happening with the generators. And this it's pretty technical, but every year she launches a tech trend report with 35, 34 trends. And this is the site where this year she gave the report to the humanity. So you all can download that report and you can see her keynote. So, la que sigue. No, para abajo. Okay. The generators are, I mean, right now, a generator is specialized. So ChatGPT is a artificial intelligence generator that you can talk to through chat, okay? Dolly or Dali, this one is a artificial intelligence generator for images. So you cannot ask ChatGPT to design an image. But you can go and ask Dolly to design an image based on artificial intelligence. For example, today I saw on Instagram, a person went to not Dolly, one similar to Dolly, image generator, and asked the generator to produce how the Simpsons will be in real persons. I don't know if some of you have seen it. So Homero Simpson and Bart and all the family and all their friends in person. That's a generator, artificial intelligence generator for images. So there are for chat, for images, music, fashion, gaming, everything can be done by a generator in separate. But what Amy Webb says is that in 2 to 3 years, there will be a generalist generator. So powerful that you will be able to ask everything in one place. And that comes with some warnings. And those 4 warnings are the main warnings she gave. The first one is that there is no regulation in the world. The European Union this week is approving law to regulate artificial intelligence in Europe, but in United States, it's and here, I mean, the rest of the world, there is no regulation. And so there is a lot of wrong use of the generators for everything. The other thing is that we all will have to upskill because we need to understand what artificial intelligence can do in order to not be hurt. Yeah. The other thing is that artificial intelligence, generative artificial intelligence, is going to be ¿cómo se pronuncia? Embedded in everything. And you won't even know that there is a generator in everything. For example, yesterday or the day before, I think, ChatGPT and Mercedes-Benz announced that there's going to be ChatGPT on their Mercedes-Benz cars. And the other thing is that the discovery and the professionals that depends of the discovery. And when I say discovery, is that they have to search. And normally we search on the internet. We won't search on the internet again. And the point is that these professions that depends of the discovery, they will not know what to trust, because it will be really difficult to differentiate in something true and something generated by artificial intelligence. So what she says is that this is the end of the internet as you know it, because we will never have to think for ourselves again, because the generator will do that for us. So right now there are two different positions, a negative position or apocalyptic position, and Amy Webb is on that side. But there are some futurologists and tech experts that have a different approach, a more positive approach, and they say, no, artificial intelligence is good because it will do for us the things that the boring things. Will give it to artificial intelligence, and we will have more time to do the things we like to do. But in order to do that, and they say, think in the generators as a personal assistant. But in order to do that, we need to understand what they can do and the risks. And the last one is that you will never search the internet, because the generator will do that for you, but the internet will search you all the time, everywhere. So this is the I don't know if you have questions about artificial intelligence. No, with artificial intelligence, I think it's better to yeah. You will have to become more intelligent than the artificial intelligence, but that intelligence should be referred as how to ask, which in the tech language is prompt. You have to prompt. No. Okay. Thank you for your opinion. I want to add something. Right now, in order to the generator to do all that searching and give you a nice and complete answer in 4 seconds, it needs a lot of power. And the only 3 companies that have this power in that moment are Google, Amazon, and Microsoft. Okay, Microsoft, for example, is the owner of ChatGPT and Dolly, because they bought OpenAI, which is the company that designed those 2 generators. Google launched their own generator like 3 weeks ago, and Amazon does have a generator too. The risk is that this artificial intelligence, generative artificial intelligence, cannot superar, cannot the human, okay? But when the quantic computing, which is around the corner, develops, the processing capacity of the generators and the generalists will be human-like. So what the futurologists say is that when the quantic computing arrives, the artificial intelligence will be more intelligent than humans. And with that come one problem that they have been warning for many, many years, and is bias, because they are bias. Wait. Because the artificial intelligence is a training program, and humans train that algorithm. And when they train that algorithm, they had biases. So actually, she gave an example that was pretty shocking. And she said, I went to Dolly, which is an image generator, and asked Dolly to give me images of CEOs. And Dolly gave her 8 men with a suitcase in suit and 50 plus, okay? So she said, okay, let's be more intelligent than Dolly. So she went and researched the United States state that had the higher female population. And so she went to the generator and asked it, give me CEOs from this state. And again, gave her 8 men, but 2 of them African American, Afro-descendant. Okay. Afro-descendants, two of them. So she said, okay, I am going to ask Dolly to give me CEOs from that state, but of a personal feminine care products company. And again, gave her 8 men, but modern men, but still men, no female, never. So that is because the artificial intelligence didn't grow itself alone. It was raised by humans, and humans, when they designed all those algorithms, they designed with biases. So that is the risk. Sí. Sí. Yeah, that's what Amy says. The intelligence, the intelligence will do that for them. Sí. Sí. See, actually, we already have young professionals with thesis written by ChatGPT. ChatGPT is doing, I don't know how many theses a second. Yeah, they don't have to, and they can use ChatGPT. You cannot. O sea, they are perfect.
What would happen if you asking a question, I don't want one answer, I'd like 10 options.
It will give it to you. They will give you,
I did a test because I was scared, but then I said, if I am going to talk about it, I'm going to get into ChatGPT, and I asked ChatGPT to give me a complete plan to grow papayas in San Carlos. Mhm. Okay. Uh-huh. 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 Exactly. Mhm. Seconds. Uh-huh. Seconds. Sí. Sí. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Sí. Mhm. Everything, everything. It screened that in seconds. Uh-huh. Papaya. Sí. Sí. And summarize, and you read what ChatGPT gives you, and it's perfectly understood. Really professional, but it has a risk. Actually, I forbidden all my team to upload. You can download whatever you want, but you have to be really careful in what you upload, because whatever you upload, it becomes property of the generator and can be used in anything they want. Okay.
I just wanted to say we have 20 minutes left. It is Father's Day tomorrow, so they're going to move us here to eat.
Okay.
So I just want to make sure that we let Annabelle finish her presentation.
Yeah, but this is the last topic, I think, your value proposition, and then we can move to, because I think you have more questions. Uh-huh. So we wait and okay. Uh-huh. So I know I sound like Marie Kondo, but you should be able, and what has worked for us during these 12 years, I mean, and when I say us, is our team that we have been together for many years, is that we have our customers in our hearts, but we also do what brings us joy, like Marie Kondo. So, and I am a living proof of that this works. We know we have a really beautiful and strong brand to take care for, but we really enjoy what we do. And we have been investing a lot of time in getting to know our customer, and they really appreciate that. And when we talk to them, they really let us know that they see what we do for them. And that's the gasoline we receive in order to keep doing the crazy things we are doing. So I think that's it. See, thanks. Okay, questions. Ajá. Sí, digital. Siempre, sí. Sí, sí, sí. I mean, we went from 100 to 30, maybe. Shit. I mean, we used to, for example, we used to pay $10,000 for one page in La Nación. That what page in La Nación costs. And now we invest 900 in a campaign in Facebook. No, we transfer to all the technological platforms we have. We hire a lot of third-party platforms in order to optimize all the campaigns, and budget it's always going to be the same or less. Yes. Mhm. Uh-huh. Oh. From Automercado. Ajá. 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 Sí. Because right now your phone is listening that you are saying Automercado. No, it's true. It's true. It is true. And so there's a little that goes and says to the advertising engine in Google, Mooney is talking about Automercado, show her only the Automercado ads. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, on Instagram, on Facebook, on everything. Sí, sí. Make a test, not with Walmart, but with a different. Yeah. Yes, yes. Yes. Uh-huh. And they keep putting, uh-huh. See? See? Okay. See? One. Read. Uh-huh. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. What is your automercado you prefer? Tres Ríos. Okay. 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 Uh-huh.
It just so happens that yesterday I was in Mercado in a meeting with Dora. And one of the things, I'm in the spice business.
Okay.
Spices. And I was really fascinated by the feedback as I'm a consumer of organic stuff, and I'm a consumer. And I thought that as a consumer, I have my own personal experience, but what was being told to me, which is after you've done tons of research and feedback from customers. First of all, that it seems to match my personal experience. And that avocado is taking in the customers, like the things that they like and the ways that they react. And that's really fascinating to hear. And it was interesting, for example, 70% of the customers prefer a spice that comes in a container and 30% like
Sachet.
the little
Mhm.
sachets, or that the previously you would have all the black peppers next to each other, different brands, different presentations, but they learned that customers are brand loyal.
Yeah.
And so they'll put all the different Cinco-Ramos stuff together. All Cinco-Ramos things together, and then, like the different brands together, because apparently, particularly us organic consumers.
Uh-huh.
And this is how I X product, and there's 6 options that are organic. I only see 2. I don't see 6 options. And so some of the ones that are sort of organic
together. Yes, that's a different, yeah, and that's a different and completely additional world, which is category management. And what we are able to do with the loyalty program data combined with the product transactions data is that we optimize how we display the products on the shelf according to the customer preferences. And that's a science. I love that because I did that in my 7 previous years. I did that and it's incredible. Yeah.
So this is kind of a nitpicky thing, but when I go to a store, I am usually in a rush.
Uh-huh.
So I get used to going to a particular
Uh-huh.
or a particular study.
Sí.
But what bothers me is to go in and find that here I am in a rush. I need to go to here, which is these are the three things.
Uh-huh.
Lo and behold, everything is switched. Everything is moved.
Yes. Uh-huh. Because of the optimization I was talking with her, because the categories are like a living entity. So they are not static. We try to not move the category, but we are always replacing the products within the category. And that is the optimization we do when we do all the data analysis and we improve the shelf return of investment. And uh-huh. 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 Yes. A really small section. See. Are distributed in all the categories. Uh-huh. That's the kind of decisions we make with the category management, and that's why we see the products placed in different locations every time you go, because we change. That's what we call that a planogram. A planogram is a map, actually is a map of the shelf. And we change planograms maybe every month. But download the app, and the app will let you know where the product is on the store you are visiting. Besides. Mhm.
Feedback for checkout. When I check out, they tell me, did you find everything that's needed? Feedback that I can give. But for example, in los equitos, the towels and the bed sheets, they were excellent.
Sí.
I would like to buy more.
Sí.
So maybe to have like a website, we can order those. That would be
Okay, those are my promotions. I personally buy all that products. There is no possibility because we buy those inventory to a specific company that sells the entire promotion, and only for the amount for the period the promotion lasts. So there is no possibility to us for us to have that collection in a normal inventory, but towels are coming soon. Towels are coming soon.
See, we used to have suggestion boxes, but now we moved to the website. You can contact us through the website or Facebook or. I see. Sí, sí, sí.
Or you want to have it, ask it over lunch? Thank you so much, Anabelle.
You're
I'm
welcome.
so glad that
Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you. It's wonderful. It's also really fun to learn about AI. I know it's a really hot topic and everybody had lots to say. All right. So because it's Father's Day tomorrow, I had mentioned they do need the space. They're going to rearrange all these tables very quickly. So we are going to move back here to have lunch. So Annabelle, if you're staying for lunch, I think Anna has the menu and stuff here, so we can get that turned in. Has anybody else planned to stay for lunch and didn't get their lunch order made? You, Jerry? Okay, go ahead and borrow the menu from that table. Okay, Gary, my God, I'm so sorry. All right, so I'm Sarah Joy. I'm the president of the PWN. It's so nice to have you all here today. Thank you. And I just want to run through a few things, a few announcements. For the upcoming events, we have in July 22nd, The Art of Controlling Your Money with the owner of Buenos Hábitos Financieros. And in August, Nonviolent Communication with a University of Peace expert. That's August 19th. And then in September, we will have a field trip to the Museo Nacional with Christy. So we can look forward to all of those upcoming events. We'll be sharing that promotion shortly. We do have some door prizes today. Did everybody get a ticket? Anna, can you hold up your ticket? Okay, does everybody have a little ticket like Anna is holding up here? If you don't, we need to get you one. All right, very good. We have 3 beautiful door prizes. So for the first one, let's see, we have a spearmint essential oil from Aromas Allure, Adele's business with doTERRA, and it's delicious.
50-20-82.
Everybody got their ticket?
50-20-82.
50-20-82. Yay, Maria Elena. Felicidades. Now we also have, see, where's Pilar? Pilar. There's Pilar. She has Casa de las Tías, a beautiful bed and breakfast, and she's offering a breakfast for 2. And let's see, Helen.
So 50-20-84. The one after.
Martha, congratulations. Congratulations, Martha. And we do have a panuelita from Ingrid Farjo. She's over here. She has some other beautiful products to share if you are curious. They're
As a bracelet or on the purse?
Look.
In the back. ¿Cómo se dice?
An adorno, I don't know. I only know it in Spanish. All right, Mooney, you got another number?
50-18-73.
Felicidades. That's great. All right. And I had mentioned, of course, you can always sign up with Adele for information about her essential oils. You can inquire with Pilar about her bed and breakfast for any visitors. And Ingrid has a lot of beautiful designs that she has to share today. So if you would like to see any beautiful scarves or other designs that she has of her beautiful fabric. Ingrid, nos saluda. She's over here. She has all sorts of beautiful scarves to share today. All right, so they're gonna kick us out in a few minutes from these tables. So let me just run through a few more things. So we've had some requests for Simpe Móvil to be able to pay anything for PWN. And the reason why we don't have that yet is because we don't have a smartphone. So if anybody has a used smartphone that is just lying around, we are looking for a donation of a used smartphone so that we can begin to take the Simpe Móvil payments. But right now we haven't. So let us know if you have that. And I think so. To just pass it? Really? Because you kind of have to type out the whole thing, don't you? Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, okay. But we need a phone, so any phone, yeah, okay, yeah. Right, that's another thing. It is another expense. Right, it would just be the Simpe number, right? So then the other piece of the puzzle is our audiovisual. Thank you so much for Jerson to be here again and to provide this for us so that we have our Zoom. Oh, okay, for the audiovisual, we're so grateful to Jerson for being here and doing this part for us. We are taking donations, so we have some cash donations. We have had individuals donate for May and also for this month. So we're almost through paying for July. So if anybody can donate a little bit of cash, we have this. Also, let's see, and it's also to have the recording after. So just wanted to let you all know that. And Jerson's still looking for a great job related to, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you want to do? Un momentito.
Usted que anda buscando trabajo, anúnciese ahí. Estudié Cisco, entonces ando buscando algo así como.
Okay, that was not the best idea, sorry. Okay, if you know of any job that's available, please do let him know, or I can pass your information to him. Yeah, it's hard. So he has studied Cisco and obviously has IT credentials as well. So he's going to get me his curriculum to be able to share as well. All right, I think we are ready. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here for our June event. You have a donation for the audiovisual? Perfect, okay. Oh, ayuda con tecnología en la casa. Sí, también, okay. Sería genial. That would be really great. Okay, so thank you. If you are staying for lunch, we'll move to this table, and otherwise we'll just start wrapping up. Thank you, thank you.